morning, friends. Hello. Welcome. So glad to have you here today. My name is Tiffany Huckelman, and I'm the owner of Lone Orange, where we help solo entrepreneurs, especially service-based solo entrepreneurs, create a stellar client experience by getting super clear on their own brand identity. Today, I want to talk a little bit about knowing yourself and knowing your business and why that's even necessary. Everybody talks about knowing your client, and that's certainly critical, but I think the first step is to actually know yourself. Now, I love personality tests. I love the DISC and the Myers-Briggs and all those tests, even the ones on Facebook that tell me what kind of animal or what kind of, what Harry Potter house I'm going to be in. I love those kind of personality tests, and I love them because they tell me something about myself. They help me become a better person. They help me interact with people better. I just love those kind of tests. I just find that kind of stuff fascinating. And the same goes for your business. I will say that early on in my business, as most entrepreneurs are, we're hungry for business. We're just looking for clients who are willing to pay us, and we take on just about anything. And there were definitely clients early on in my business that I took on that weren't the best fit, shall we say. And I'm sure most of you, if you've been in business for anything longer than a week, you probably know what I'm talking about. Because people will come along, people will come to our path that aren't necessarily the best fit, but we want the business, so we take it on. Well, what that also taught me, though, is to look at and to better vet clients, to make sure that they are the right fit. One, for myself, so that I enjoy the people that I work with and enjoy the work that I'm doing and don't get sucked dry or don't dread taking a phone call or an email from a client, but also so that I can help them. Because if I'm not going to be on my top game, I'm not going to be able to help my clients. So over the years, taking these different kind of tests, just having the trial and error of any small business owner, I've learned a lot about myself. Translate that into a business. So my personality, I was born with primarily. Yes, there are some things that I can work on and change and that sort of thing, but generally, a person is born with your personality. A business, however, especially when you're a solopreneur, when you're a coach or consultant, when you're creating this business, when you're molding this business, you get to create it from scratch. Like, you get to breathe life into it, literally. So you get to determine its personality, its core values, its behaviors, it's the experiences that people are going to have with you as a business. And what's really cool, when you're just a solo and when you're on your own, you get to create this. And then as you bring other people into this creation, you get to make sure that they fit, that they're going to be able to fit into this personality and fit into this business being and not dilute what you've created. So that's super critical. But the other thing about just knowing yourself and knowing your business is that then they say like attracts like, right? And I think I see it over and over happening in business. You're going to try, when you are able to know who you are and then express that and people see that and you're expressing it authentically. Authentically because you're being truthful, but authentically because because you spent the time to explore what's your company personality, your values, your differentiation, your client experience, all of those things. If you've taken that time to explore, that's going to come out in your communication. People are going to hear that, know you're talking to them, and they're going to come to you. That's how you're going to attract the right kind of clients. If you don't take your time to figure out who you are and to know yourself, and you just start throwing things out there, which is common, and even people who have taken the time might get their messaging wrong sometimes, but when you're just throwing stuff out there, just to throw it out there and try to get clients, and it's not authentically you, that's when the wrong kind of clients come. Or that's when you're interviewing, when you're doing that sales call with a prospect who maybe doesn't fit. That's when you take on those clients when you can't vet that they're the wrong kind of client. So getting really clear and spending that time is super important for your business, because that's going to be how you attract the right kind of clients, because they're going to know they're the right kind of clients for you. And that's how you're going to be able to vet those kind of clients, and that's how you're going to be happier, because you're finding the people who are like you. You're finding the people who you can actually help the best, not just anybody, but help the best. So that's what I talk with my clients about all the time. And I like to talk about it as know, communicate, and be. First of all, know yourself. Know who you are. Take that time. Yeah, it can be tedious. And yes, sometimes it takes a third party to take a look with you and kind of hold up that mirror so that you see what other people are seeing, and so that you can, one of my favorite things that I can do with my clients is that I let them talk, I ask them questions, I pull stuff out of them, and then I can see, kind of cherry pick all the most important pieces and help them put it together. So that knowing is super, super critical, and having somebody help you do that, I find, is very beneficial. So if you like somebody that kind of comes alongside you, holds your hand, asks you the right questions, helps you kind of accelerate that process, then I'd love to help you. But anyway, so the know, so once you know, and then you communicate that and get it out there to the right kind of people, and then you be. And being, I think, is the secret sauce, because it's taking who you know you are and making sure that that's what people are experiencing of you, so that there's not a disconnect there. So having the systems in place that you can operate much more efficiently and effectively and consistently, and that your customer experience is consistent. And then as you start bringing people onto your team, that your brand identity isn't diluted, but that it remains as strong as what you created it to be. So if you would like a list of all the aspects that you want to look at in your business to be able to know, communicate, and be, I've prepared a know, communicate, be checklist, or the KCB checklist. And I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can click on that to download that and to request that checklist. That's all the aspects that I look at with my clients, and all the aspects that I want you to look at with your business. And then if you decide that you want some help to walk through that process to really get a good strong foundation, I would love to help you with that as well. I'll put also a link in the description for to schedule a free consultation call. It's free, no obligation, no hard sell. I'm not a hard sell. I'm looking for people that I can actually help and that I'm going to have fun helping. So I want to talk with you about that and see if we're a good fit. And if that's the case, then I would most definitely be honored to help you. So I hope you have a great day. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.